Hey guys, this is Warren with KLGadgetTV, and today we are shooting outside of the office, and as you can see at the back here, we are at Putrajaya, which is one of the places with 5G coverage in Malaysia, as Yes has finally launched its 5G network with DNB. So DNB has announced a couple of areas around KL and Selangor that has 5G coverage, and this is one of it. And I have my Honor 50 right here, which is one of the supported phones that can support DNB's 5G network. So what we're going to do today is to run a couple of speed tests and also to find out how well is the latency as compared to 4G networks, as I've been using 5G for about a week already, and I have some interesting findings to share with you guys on my experience with Malaysia's 5G network. So here we go. We've added a whole lot of things to Good Deals by KLGG, such as bags, smart locks, audio gear, and more. Shop now and check out with Atomi, and IOU pay 0% installment from 50 ringgit and get 10 ringgit off your first purchase with minimum 100 ringgit spent. Visit Good Deals by KLGG in the link below. Alright, let's do a really quick speed test right now. So as you can see, I actually walk over here from the lake right over there, as I wasn't able to get a good speed test while I was shooting the intro there. So 5G coverage in Malaysia is still kind of spotty at this point of time, as walking a couple of steps to some of the places will result in significantly different results. So we are in a pretty open space right now. There's no buildings or obstacles or whatever blocking us. So I have the Z Fold 3 on my left side here, which is connected to Celcom's 4G LTE network, and the Honor 50 is on Yes 5G network. As I mentioned earlier on, we are going to run a speed test right now to see the difference in results. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, as you can see, we are also connected to YTL Broadband's O-Class speed test server, so to be fair in this comparison. So the Z Fold 3 has already started the speed test here, and we are getting some really impressive LTE speeds with a really impressively low ping considering for LTE. And on the right side, right, we failed the test, and we're going to run the test once again. Yep, it works now. Alright, hopefully it's some good speeds. Alright, we are getting about 500, 600 megabits per second, which is really impressive compared to a 4G network. Alright, let's hope it completes the upload speed test as well. Alright, so we are getting 135 megabits per second on the Celcom network when it comes to download, and 16 megabits per second on upload. Right, even the upload speed on 5G on the Yes 5G network looks pretty impressive. So we are getting 735 megabits per second on download and 140 megabits per second on upload. Alright, let's move on to the next one. And we are now at our second location of testing, and we are outside of Mindtown Shopping Center in Kuala Lumpur, and we have full signal again on Yes 5G's network, and of course on my left we have Celcom's 4G network. And let's do the speed test right now, connecting to the same speed test server. Alright, hoping for really good results here. So we are getting a really bad ping, but as you can see, speed is actually pretty impressive here. We are getting 700 megabits per second of speed on the Yes 5G network, whereas the Celcom 4G network is, of course, way slower, but the ping response on Celcom's 4G network is still way better. Now, there is a reason for that, because currently Yes 5G's network is operated on the NSA 5G network. It's a non-standalone 5G network, so you're going to expect a slower ping as compared to a standalone 5G network, because it is actually built based on a 4G tower. Alright, so we are getting 788 megabits per second of download on Yes 5G and 111 megabits per second of upload. And as compared to Celcom's 4G network, we are getting 76 megabits per second of download and 21.3 megabits per second of upload. Right, let's try to move inside to the mall and see whether we can get any 5G signal inside. Right, let's go. So this is the spot that I was able to get 5G signal when I moved indoors. I was standing at quite a distance from the mall entrance, and the speed test results are very impressive with over 600 megabits per second of download with 23 milliseconds of ping. The network falls back to 4G once I move further inside the mall, and that's kind of expected as the Yes 5G network is still using the 3.5 GHz spectrum at this point of time, which doesn't reach indoors. And now we are at our final testing spot here. We are at Bandar Utama Petaling Jaya, which is one of the fewer spots in PJ that supports 5G coverage. So I performed a speed test earlier on, and this is a really good spot as we are getting really low pings at 17 milliseconds and a great download speeds of 781 megabits per second. Right, so instead of doing the usual speed test again, I'm going to do a gaming test. So I have PUBG New State installed on this phone here, and I'm connected to the Asia server. So let's go into settings and check out the ping response. So it's currently at 60 milliseconds right now, which is not the best, but we shall see as we start the game. All right, so we're going to start a match right now. So I don't usually game in this kind of weather. It's kind of sunny right now, but we're just going to be outdoors to ensure that there's a good 5G connection. All right, and you should be seeing a ping response right at the bottom left of the screen, where there's a connection status, where you are able to see the ping response. Right, so there we go. We are in this matching room, and yep, I am seeing a ping of 37 milliseconds. So it's going up 48, 47. So it's definitely not the best thing as compared to a typical Wi-Fi wired broadband connection here. But you know what? For mobile connections, this is actually pretty good. All right, so we are at 36, and let's just simply start a game and to find out what is the ping response like. All right, and the match just got started, so we are still looking at a ping of 34 milliseconds. Not too bad. It's pretty consistent considering that I'm not moving to any spots, but you know, let's just try to move a bit. As we know, moving a few steps can actually affect the speed and response time, right? Right, so far we are looking at the ping response. It's actually getting higher. All right, it actually reached 51 milliseconds earlier on. As we're running, I'm not intending to get any weapons. I'm not going to play this game for as long as I could stay under here. So there you have it. This is the ping response of the YES 5G network right here in Bandar Utama, Petaling Jaya. And next, we are going to switch to the Z Fold 3, where we are connected to Celcom's 4G network. So on Celcom's 4G network, I managed to measure a download speed of 83.7 megabits per second with a ping of 30 milliseconds. Not looking great over here, definitely worse than YES 5G network, which is what we would expect on a 4G network. But let's just run the game and see how the ping response is in-game, all right? All right, there we go. All right, I'm looking at, whoa, look at that ping response. It's 92 milliseconds. So there you have it. The ping response is 3 times lower when you game on 5G. Now that is something pretty amazing, right? Considering the fact that our 5G is currently in non-standalone mode, we're already getting this really responsive ping response in games already. So yeah, I have to say that gaming on 5G is actually pretty promising, right? And next, let's get back to my thoughts about what I think about 5G. Ultimately, 5G is still very limited at this point of time, and as you can see in our test, 4G can still be superior at times and will still stream your typical 4K YouTube and Netflix videos just fine. The inconsistent 5G performance can be attributed to the non-standalone access or NSA node that has been built on YES towers to fall back to 4G when 5G isn't available. YES is currently working with DNB to build standalone or SA nodes at this point of time, and while there is no timeline on when that will happen, it's better late than never, and I'm still pretty hyped on the development of 5G in Malaysia. So that's pretty much about my thoughts and first impressions of the 5G network by YES and that's supplied by DNB. Let me know your thoughts below on what do you think about 5G. Are you looking forward to it? And you know what? Just give us a thumbs up if you love what you saw, because that will really encourage us to make more videos like this. And be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos coming right up. I'm Warren, and I'll see you guys in our next video.